What do you make of the Ayatollah saying that they have to enrich? They have to be able to enrich?
They won't be enriching. If they enrich, then we're going to have to do it the other way. And I don't really want to do it the other way, but we're going to have no choice.
What's the latest?
There's not going to be enrichment. So we visited the military course just to see if we could fix it up and make it nice. The budgetary situation takes some years to get something approved. So we're going to take a look at that. It's 2 courses, very nice, but they need a lot of work. And if we can fix them up, they're military, they're for the military. If we can fix them up, we're going to do that.
Mr. President, did you speak with Bukele directly to facilitate the return of Abrego Garcia?
I don't want to say that, but he's returned.
Did you have any conversations with him?
He should have never had to be returned. I mean, you take a look at what's happened with him. You take a look at what they found in the grand jury and everywhere else. I thought Pam Bondi did a great job today.
Was this your call to bring him back to the United States?
I don't want to say that.
Mr. President, you posted yesterday.
By the way, either way, it's a disaster. He's a whole disaster. Look at him with his antics. Not good. And for the Democrats to have backed him, this was not the man from Maryland. This wonderful father from Maryland. This is a pretty bad guy.
Mr. President, you posted yesterday that a good way to save money would be to cancel some of Musk's contracts. How seriously are you considering that?
Well, we'll take a look at everything. I look at everything. He's got a lot of money. He gets a lot of subsidy. So we'll take a look at that. Only if it's fair. Only if it's fair for him and for the country, I would certainly think about it, yeah, but it has to be fair.
Mr. President, would you consider reopening investigations into his companies? There are a bunch of investigations.
I didn't know that they had any, but they had them. I would just let them speak for themselves. I had no idea. Excuse me. I have no idea whether or not they had investigations.
What's your view on Elon Musk as of today? I mean, have you heard from him at all? As your
Honestly,
team?
I've been so busy working on China, working on Russia, working on Iran, working on so many. I'm not thinking about Elon. I just wish him well.
On the China talk, sir, there's a meeting coming up with Secretary Bassett and Secretary Lunding. What do you hope to see? What do you hope to see from those talks in London, sir, with
we're
China?
very far advanced on the China deal. We wanted clarification. We had to have clarification. A little bumpy up here. We had to have clarification, and that's what we're really having the meeting about. We had a very good talk. I talked to President Xi for, I guess, more than 2 hours. We had a very good talk. It's a complicated deal, but it's a deal that's going to bring us a lot of money and a lot of everything else, and we get along very well with President Xi and with China.
On Mr. Musk's contracts, do you feel like the U.S. can survive without them? Obviously, you contribute a lot when it comes to defense and space, and that relationship has been important for quite some time.
The U.S. can survive without almost anybody.
And do you
except me?
Did you have any concerns about his drug use when he was working for you?
I don't want to comment on his drug use. I don't know what his status is. I read an article in the New York Times. I thought it sounded very unfair to me.
You said earlier today that Mr. Musk had a problem. What did you mean by that? And did you misjudge him by bringing?
I don't want to talk about problems. I think that I think the United States had problems, and if you look at the numbers today, the numbers were unbelievable. The numbers were incredible. The numbers that came up today, the stock market went way up. The country's doing really well. Almost, I think, in a very short period of time, you're going to be saying doing better than it's ever done before. We have hundreds of plants coming in, a lot of jobs are being created. That's what happened this morning. You saw the jobs. And the nice part, they're not government jobs. They're jobs of people coming in and doing other things, including the leisure, hotel and leisures. Good stuff. A lot of good things are happening with our country. We're taking in billions of dollars of tariff money. The money is pouring in. And it hasn't even started yet, really, relatively. We're going to have a very successful country very soon, and the stock market is seeing that. We have, and I've been saying it, we have the hottest country anywhere in the world, the hottest country. And if you think about it, 6 months ago, we had the coldest country. We had a country that was a disaster. And we've done it very quickly. Okay, go ahead.
Mr. President, on the One Big Beautiful Bill, so your critics, often your critics...
I don't have too many critics, because, honestly, I don't know of anybody that's going to vote against it. Maybe Rand Paul or somebody, but they always vote against. But I actually think that over the last 24 hours, it's even solidified. We have tremendous support.
So just the critics that want to talk about the bill, they often fail to mention that your tariffs are actually offsetting a lot, the debt in itself.
Yeah.
I believe the CBO said 2.8 trillion over the next 10 years. So what do you have to say to
We
that?
get tremendous reviews, and CBO, who never gives good, basically it's a Democrat group, and we're getting tremendous reviews on the bill. We cut 1.6 trillion, not billion, trillion out of the budget, and yet we haven't affected anybody. We're going to save and totally cherish Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. The Democrats are going to destroy it. They'll destroy it. We're going to save it and make it stronger than ever before. So Medicare, Medicaid, they just make statements. Oh, he's going to talk. We're not touching it other than waste, fraud, and abuse.
That was my
Mr.
next question.
President, on Russia-Ukraine, did the Ukraine drone strikes against the bombers inside Russia, the airfields, did that change your view at all of what Zelensky, the cards he has?
Well, they gave Putin a reason to go in and bomb the hell out of him last night. That's the thing I didn't like about it. When I saw it, I said, here we go. Now it's going to be a strike. I did something that people don't talk about, and I don't talk about very much, but we solved a big problem, a nuclear problem, potentially, with India and with Pakistan. And I spoke to Pakistan, I spoke to India. They have really great leaders. But they were going at it, and they could have gone at it nuclear, both nuclear countries, strong nuclear countries. And I talked about trade, and I said, we're not doing trade if you guys are going to be throwing bombs at each other. And they both stopped. And I stopped that war immediately. That was going, as you know, that was going much further. And hopefully not to nuclear, but it might have gone to nuclear. In fact, it might have gone to nuclear in the next round. But we stopped it. And I'd like to comment the leaders of both countries, Pakistan and India.
Are you worried that there might be a nuclear breakout with Russia-Ukraine? Are you worried that could...
I hope not. I hope not. I think it's a war that would have never happened. If I were president, that wouldn't have happened. I certainly hope not.
Russia-Ukraine, where are you at today with the Senate sanction bills? There's been some reporting that the White House is,
Well, I know
trying to
the
get the
bill.
water
I
down.
studied the bill. We're going to see. I mean, if I think Russia will not be making a deal or stopping the bloodshed, 5 and 6 even. I've been saying 5 and 6, and now it's more. 1,000 a week, soldiers being killed, and people being killed. Not just soldiers, people being killed, but largely soldiers being killed. I'd use it if it's necessary. And they really give me that option.
Are you trying to get the Senate to water it down, though, from its current version?
I haven't spoken about it. They have a bill. It's going to be up to me. It's my option. They've made it that way. And it would save a lot of time if that happened. So I'm okay with it. I haven't decided to use it. It's a very strong bill.
On China, sir, did President Xi agree to restart the flow of rare earth minerals and magnets?
Say it what?
Did President Xi agree to restart the flow of rare earth minerals and magnets?
Yes, he did. Thank you very much,
Thank you,
everybody.
Mr. President. Thank you for coming back.